get higher chairs.
We know from here we're still in it.
That's mine.
Yeah, I'll move over.
Hands off my people.
We got so much wrong.
You can yes.
Speak up. So
Sarah, we're all right. Look, here, I'll move back.
I'm just teasing. No, I'm teasing you.
You want me to just go home?
No.
Go home.
Just kidding. No chocolate.
No.
Is it okay to have? German. Yeah. Can you get all the access to it? Okay.
Here.
Maybe I should take this away from you.
Yeah.
We are tight in here. We have to get some skinnier chairs. Always got this 1 foot.
Ladies here?
Yeah.
Any other planning commission? I don't see. Can't see. I'm too short.
I don't think so. Doesn't matter.
No. Right. Right.
You have the video on? We're on?
Okay?
The mics are live? Yep.
Yeah, I can hear it. Sarah, I keep
Okay.
hearing this thing here. The portable ones, did you?
Okay.
Yeah, that one's on.
All right. I think we're ready. I'm going to call the meeting to order. Oh, Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right.
Craig, I have a point of order before we start, if I may.
How about we do roll call?
Okay, sure.
Roll call, please.
Greg Carnes,
Here?
Jennifer Eden. Here. Sarah Dolman Jersey.
Here.
Herman Ferguson,
Here?
Dean Hawes,
Here?
Chris Rapetta,
Here.
Pam Mockler, here.
All right. Moving on to the approval.
My point of order, ma'am. This camera back here is a violation of our ordinance and of our resolution, sorry. 250501, Section 3. C, all recording and telecasting devices in the room shall be under the control of a person who is physically present by the device. Also, in B, that it can't block the
Am I
traffic
by the
flow.
device?
I-
It's right here, Chris.
And it can't block the traffic flow
Chris,
of exits.
I'm the supervisor. This is my meeting. I say it's fine. It's in my control. Thank you. I'm not going to tolerate much tonight. I'm the supervisor. This is my meeting, okay? My meeting.
Thank you,
Point of order.
thank you, thank
This is
you.
a board meeting. It is not a supervisor meeting.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
my meeting, I'm in charge. Thank you. Okay, we're here to conduct township business. These are my colleagues. If you can't be respectful, I will ask you to leave. Approval of the agenda or changes?
One change says trustee Ferguson recused himself on the vote on the fire. He did not recuse himself. He said he wasn't going to vote. There's a difference. And in order to recuse himself, my understanding is he has the reason of have financial involvement, which he does not. So I'd just like it to change, so it's instead of recuse himself, refuse to vote.
Are we talking about the minutes?
Yep.
What do we?
Aren't you still approving the agenda?
I mean, we're looking for the approval of the agenda. When we get to approval of the consent, then we'll talk about the minutes, Dean. Please look at the new business agenda. Can we get an approval for that agenda? Please.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as
Support.
presented.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, approval of the consent agenda. Township Board meeting minutes, July 15th, 2025. What is it you would like, Dean?
Trustee Ferguson recused himself. No reason was given. Trustee Ferguson actually refused to vote. That's his statement. And in order to recuse, I understand you have to have some type of financial involvement in the decision, which you did not. So there'd be no reason to recuse. Just like that updated to reflect the proper statement. Doesn't change anything, but
You good with that, Terry? All right,
thank you.
approval of the minutes as changed? All in favor?
You do all three of them.
Are we gonna do all three?
Yes.
All right, how about the treasurer's report? All good there? How about clerks, warrants, and bills? All good? All right, I'll entertain a motion for approval of the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda, excuse me, with the changes to the board minute meeting.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Communications. Livingston County Sheriff Report, June 30th, 2025. Livingston County Sheriff Report, July 31st, 2025. Approved Planning Commission meeting and public hearing minutes, May 13th.
Yeah, can I ask why are we just now approving May 13th? I thought maybe it was a misprint at first, but
Yeah,
I mean, that's,
not sure.
Well, we're not,
Yeah, we're not approving
we're
the
not
minutes, we're
approving.
just
We're receiving and placing on
placing on
file.
file. They approve their own minutes.
Planning Commission meeting synopsis, June 18th, 2025.
I'll make a motion to move and receive and place on file the communications as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Public remarks. These are to be on agenda items only, please. Anyone? Sure.
My name is Becky Millark. This is in regards to number 9. On July 21st, I applied for the open planning commission position. On August 4th, Pam sent me a polite email thanking me for my interest, confirming my application had been received, and saying the supervisor would review the documents I submitted. Since then, nothing. No phone call, no email, no interview. From my understanding, there has been very limited interest in this position, so I have to ask, why wasn't I given the courtesy of an interview? Why wasn't I even considered? Let me remind you of my background. Smile all you want, Greg, it's real cute. I proudly served, you are, now you're laughing.
I'm a happy guy.
Good for you. I proudly served for the city of Wixom for many years on the fire department, EMS, and as a secretary-treasurer of our department. I dedicated about 15 years of my life protecting residents and serving them. I hold a law enforcement degree. I had a successful 10-year career at General RV where I was a proven and dedicated employee. And for the past 5 years, I've owned and operated a small business right here in Tyrone Township, contributing to this community just like I did in the past. And yet, here, I wasn't even given the respect of an interview. No explanation, no opportunity, just silence. To me, this is clear I'm being politically targeted because I've been outspoken and I'm friends with certain individuals in the township. And that's shameful. I already know this board won't answer me. You'll sit there and stare at me and pretend the question doesn't exist. But the residents in this room and the residents watching online deserve to know exactly how you operate. So I'll ask anyways, why wasn't I interviewed? Why was I ignored when I am more than qualified and willing to serve in this community? Silence, as expected. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Good evening. Thank you for letting me speak. I'd like to just speak briefly on the hopes of Tyrone.
Your name, sir?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ken Carter,
Ken Carter? All right.
8104 Sheraton Park Drive. Just a stone's throw that way. I moved in here 2023, and I drive by here every day. I've been watching this development here, wondering what it is. I do a lot of research trying to find it out. I see just recently a lot of stuff that's come about. I see a judgment, and you're looking for approval. And I just want to make sure that, you know, this was just submitted by this group on the 24th of July, and here we are 30 days looking at a final approval. How could you even have confirmed all of the environmental issues were dealt with as the judgment says have to be done? You know, Great Lakes, Livingston Road Commission. I do this type of work. You can't get through these agencies in 30 days. Have they provided all those approvals for to move forward per the judgment? I just would like to make sure that that has been done. It just seems like an amount of time that, how could they do it? Maybe they did it ahead of time, but I don't see any of that information provided or shared. I don't know if there's an EA required for this type of work, but there's almost zero notification to residents within this area on a happening of this nature. I've been watching it fairly closely, trying to see that there would be some public information. And, you know, looking through all of, you know, the documents available to me through the township, there's very little information. I know this started a long time ago. Probably, I don't know, maybe even 10 years ago, there was a submittals to try and build this, and it was rejected for several times. And it seems as though the judgment really just says that the judgment was accepted due to the board just wanted it to go away, which is in a way just letting these things happen. If you sue the board, you can maybe get away with things. Maybe were they throwing too much money at it? I don't know. But I moved here because of the rural community, because of the rules of the zoning, 3 to 5 acre splits only. It just seemed as though this is very quick time frame, and I'd like to know, and I hope you can answer that, these requirements were all met.
Yep.
I appreciate your time, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Good evening. My name is David Combs, and I have the privilege of serving as supervisor over in Kalamazoo Charter Township. I'm visiting you this evening with respect to agenda item number 9 in a personal capacity, to express personal support for Mr. Jim Combs, my father, and Mr. Tim Broad, a good friend, for the vacant positions to which they applied on Tyrone Township's Planning Commission. I wrote to you earlier in July, Mr. Supervisor, expressing my support for these two, and I'm certain that the qualities I referenced in that letter came through in their candidate interviews. For the benefit of the entire board, however, I did just want to briefly read what I communicated to the supervisor as written on July 24th. I'd like to express my personal support for Mr. Jim Combs and Mr. Tim Broad to fill the vacant positions in Tyrone Township's Planning Commission. Mr. Combs and Mr. Broad are Tyrone Township residents, of course, who have tirelessly advocated for the success of their community. As a relative and friend, I've personally observed both of their impressive work ethics and desire for transparent and fair local government for all residents. As a local government professional myself, I have been very impressed by their skills at seeking out information and facilitating community conversations in the interest of best government practices. Both of these individuals have consistently attended and participated in past meetings of this Board of Trustees as just one of many displays of their interest and commitment. Tyrone Township is fortunate to have many committed residents like Mr. Combs and Mr. Broad who are willing to serve their community, and I'm pleased to serve as a personal reference for both. And just to be clear, neither of these gentlemen asked me to be here this evening, nor are they aware, well they may be now, that I am here this evening, but after personally observing their deep commitment to this township, I felt obliged to speak in their support. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Jeanette?
Jeanette Ropetta. Tonight you're being asked to appoint new members to the Planning Commission, and you just heard from someone that recommended 2 of them. I happen to know the 2 people that he recommends. I've never met that man before. But anyway, this is one of the most important roles in this township. They make recommendations on land use, zoning, and development that affect every resident. But here's the problem. Supervisor Carnes didn't bother to interview all the applicants. He had at least 3 names in front of him that I know of. How can he possibly know which candidate is most qualified if he didn't even sit down with each of them? Think about what this says to the community. Residents take the time to apply, put their names forward, and offer to serve. And instead of being given a fair shake, they're ignored because the supervisor already has someone picked out. This is not an open process, and that is not transparent government. And this isn't just about tonight, it's a pattern. We've seen it before. Decisions made behind closed doors, outcomes determined before the meeting even starts. It's not fair to the applicants, and it's not fair to the people of Tyrone Township who expect these roles to be filled by the best candidates, not just the pre-selected ones. So here's the truth. When the supervisor refuses to interview all the applicants, it tells us the decision was already made before he gave all applicants a chance to prove why they want the job and how they would do a great job. Our supervisor will say, it doesn't matter. The law says he gets to nominate whoever he wants. Yeah, that's exactly what we had with the last supervisor. Exactly what you said you wouldn't do, Greg. The residents of Tyrone Township are paying attention. We see the pattern of predetermined outcomes, and we see the lack of transparency. You may go ahead and appoint who you want tonight, but just know people are watching, people are remembering, and people are holding you accountable. You did the wrong thing by not interviewing everyone, and it's shameful.
Thank you. Yeah, Jim?
First of all, I have to correct you, Greg, this is not your meeting. I don't know who gave you that idea. You own this place. That's a joke, bro. But I'm one of the people that put in application. Quite honestly, it was never my life's pursuit to be on the planning commission, but because I realized there's a need for it, I did. I got plenty of stuff to do, bro. But I dropped off an application to your house in person, man to man, right?
Yep.
Crickets. You know, it's impressive, you sit up here and swing that hammer and everything, and you're taking control, you're being the big man, but, you know, tell people to be respectful. Respect is earned, right? You don't get it because you got a title. And all these people that elected you, you know what I get? I drop it off to your office. I come talk to you in between that time. You don't even mention it. Whether or not you appoint me selectman, I don't care, man. I do not care. But you know how you earn respect? Acknowledging people. A response. You know what I got in a response, Greg? You took my application straight to your boss's office here, and I get a response from Pam. Is she your secretary? Is she? Why do I get a response from her and nothing from you? That's how you earn people's respect. Be a man. At least acknowledge people. Don't give me an interview. I don't care. I got enough to do. But people see that, Greg. And you're not winning any respect by swinging your little hammer up there and yelling at people and claiming it's your meeting and smirking as they talk to you.
I'm a happy guy.
Good for you. Good for you. And everybody sees you, Greg. It's not impressive, bro. It's not. And you made 2 promises at the last meeting, one to Chris and one about Noah with the fire. You're going to talk to the fire chiefs. I'm going to put that on the agenda because Noah got straight up screwed by you people. I got quotes from you guys written. None of your stuff adds up. You cut me off at the last public comment. And you made a promise to Chris to put certain things on the agenda. It's not here. You all agreed, every one of you. My whole point at the beginning public comment, none of you know what you're accusing Noah of. And you yourself, Greg, the first question you asked, how many acres do you have, Noah? You got 3 acres? No. How many acres do you have, Greg? You don't have 3. That's on the agenda. You don't have to look. It's on there. I checked. How many acres do you have, Greg? Because you admitted yourself, I burn in a 3-foot fire pit, and I worry about it. You admit to breaking the same rule that she accused him of, and then you guys all sit there and go, we need to revisit the ordinance. We're going to do that. But before we revisit it, we're going to make Noah pay $1,500 before we get our crap together and figure out what we're doing. That's why you need people like me and Tim and Becky, because we pay attention to those details. You have no idea what you're doing, Greg. And the reason these meetings get out of order, 100% on your shoulders.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Tim.
Tim Broad, Tyrone Township. I just want to thank David Combs. He drove 150 miles here to get his approval of a couple people for the board. That's quite a distance there, Greg.
Okay. You all set? Are you all set? Do you have any other comments?
You're such a disappointment, Greg. Such a disappointment.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm sure you do.
Anybody else? Sure, Scott.
Scott Dieter, White Lake Road. I thank you for the opportunity to put my application in. I didn't get interviewed, I'm sorry, but that's fine. I'm not going to make a crap show out of it by attacking anybody. In regards to...
I didn't interview a lot of people.
No, I understand.
I received a lot of applications. And I thank everyone who applied for their interest.
But I can see where we'd be if we did pick them. So anyways, this development over here, I'd like to know, I've read as much as I could, because I'm really worried about this septic field. I know it's like a lot of things get pushed down our throat. What's gonna happen when this thing fills up? It's no longer useful? Did Evo give us a way out? Since they said this is a good thing? You know, we've been down this road with, the drain commissioners and everything else, you know, they say, well, this is all made for 100-year flood. You know, if we could take a 100-year storm, well, we could handle this. Well, we've already found out it hasn't happened. We end up having problems, floods. What's going to happen to my neighbors that live around there? Our neighbors live back here. I worked on the townhouse over here, along with a lot of people working on that building and everything else. And there's water sitting all the way over here, all the way into the service drive. Okay? So that septic field is not going to hold up. I don't care what Boss Engineering says. I don't trust any of them because all the experts in the past have all missed out really bad. I mean, they told us, oh, no, it's going to work. And just like the Zilwaukee Bridge, we've been fixing that for how long?
All right,
If I could.
I think that mic is,
I don't think I can hear. Terry, can you check that mic again for me, please? I can't. I know I only have hearing in one ear, but I can't.
tap it.
Okay, it wasn't on, okay. Usually I can hear him echoing, but I couldn't hear him.
I'd like to make a comment, Greg.
Is the public done?
On the agenda items.
Okay.
Dean Haas, Walnut Shores. Jeanette, you're partially right, but not completely. At one point, Mr. Cunningham did interview. Matter of fact, I believe, Jennifer, you were on this board when I interviewed for a position many, many years ago. And I think they interviewed 3 or 4 people publicly in the meeting for the position. And it was quite a while ago. But Mr. Cunningham did do that. I don't know why he quit doing it at the end, but it was for a position, to fill a position. I'd like to see go back to that. You know, maybe you don't, you say you have a lot of people that have applied. Well, maybe pick 3 or 4 good ones and bring them in front of the board, in front of the public, and interview them. That's the way it should be done. And again, it used to be done. I know because I interviewed for a board position with Mr. Cunningham.
A board position or
Yeah,
planning?
board position. It was a replacement for a board, for the board.
The board does do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, the board does do
Yeah,
that.
but I'm saying, he used to interview, and I'd like to see that done for the planning commission.
Okay.
There's no reason we can't. If we can do it for the board, we should do it for the planning commission, ZBA. Maybe not all of them, but at least pick some of the best applicants and bring them in front of them, let them explain their experience, let them explain to the rest of the board, so that everybody here can hear what their experience is. And then, of course, Greg, you did, but you would say, hey, I think this is the best person. What do you think, board? And the board would say, yeah, we're okay with you bringing that person forward. So that's all I got to say. Thank you.
Are we all set with public remarks on the agenda?
Mr. Chairman, I just wanted to say on record that it's unusual for a board member to address the board as a member of the public.
So noted.
I would second his comment.
All right, moving on. Let's be quiet, please. Moving on to unfinished business. Don't think we have anything, do we?
Greg, we had talked about it again, as I said, having both the fire chiefs in here. Several times you told me you'll have Sheriff Murphy in. Is that something we're still planning on doing?
Let me get to miscellaneous business and you'll see where we're at.
Okay.
I have some things.
Okay, perfect.
Okay?
Just it's old business, that's
Yep.
why I'm asking.
We have,
Okay, good enough. I'm good with that.
we have truck routes and the burning ordinance that I'm
talking
gonna
about
share
having
information.
The sheriff in here, we were going to talk about that, and it was supposed to be put on an agenda at some point.
we're getting there.
Okay.
As you can see, we have a pretty full agenda. All right, new business. The Oaks of Tyrone, final site plan approval. We had our attorney look through it, and Ross looked through it, our zoning administrator, and I believe everything is all set. Is that correct, Chuck?
It complies with the consent judgment.
And so,
Can you describe what that means? I mean, I'm sorry, this was the first time I've seen the documentation on it. I was just asking.
a question for
A question for Chuck to
Okay.
describe what it complies with the consent agreement means. Can you elaborate? Is there a consent judgment
Yes.
against this? And
There is. And it lays out,
because that wasn't in here, there were just some highlights on the first page. Is
yes,
it-
there was a consent judgment resolving this case. The township's insurance company lawyer negotiated with the approval of the board with the property developer, and they ended the case in a consent judgment. And this set of documents that we have today, the site plan, the condo documents comply with what the consent judgment is.
All right.
Can you tell me when the board approved that agreement, but prior to this consent judgment being issued? You stated that the lawyer met with them, came up with a judgment, the board approved it, and the lawyer approved it. When did the board approve that?
I don't have the date. I can tell you what the date of the judgment is, I think. I think I have that with me, so it would have been just within a short period of time before that.
And the reason I'm asking, Chuck, is because a lot of people are wondering, because they're like, this just came up. My understanding, this has been going on for quite a while.
Yeah.
So I'd like to get some kind of a clarification of a timeline.
The consent judgment was entered by the court on August 24th, 2023. So I am guessing within 8 or so weeks before that, there was a closed session and it was approved.
use the microphone, please, Chuck. Sorry.
It's okay. The consent judgment is dated August 24th, 2023. Sometime within a few to several weeks before that, the township board would have gone into closed session with the insurance company attorney and gone over the terms of a settlement, and the township would have approved it at that time. Once it was approved, the consent judgment document itself would have been prepared. The attorney for the insurance company would have reviewed it, compared it to what the agreement was, and then it was approved.
So probably sometime between early and mid last year is when the board would have saw that and approved it.
No, it's
2023.
2023.
Okay, 23.
I do not remember the exact year, but we did have this, the prior owners applied to the ZBA, and we denied it because they were trying to jam more residents in there than we wanted to allow, and we denied it. It went back to the, this has been going on for probably 4 to 5 years, back and forth. This is
Long time coming.
long time coming, and it is it's a good development. I know it's a little more dense than normal, but it's a good development. Any other questions?
Mr. Chairman, I have a few things to say.
Okay, Sarah?
I wanted to just ask, are the developers here, the owners are here tonight? Thank you. On page 105 of the packet, there's a little chart at the bottom that shows various approvals. Some of them aren't dated, and I'm just asking if you could let us know if all the county approvals have been obtained, and also Eagle. A lot of pages, I'll give you a second.
Thank you. Your name?
Good evening, I'm Brent Levanwood with Boss Engineering. So we had submitted all the approvals obtained to date. They do include Heartland Area Fire. They include Eagle for soil erosion control. They include County Soil Erosion Control, County Road Commission, County Drain Commissioner. And we have approval from Eagle for the flow data for the septic system. So that's pending permit issuance for that particular item.
Thank you. Also, just speaking from what one of our residents mentioned, could you maybe describe the plan for septic briefly and speak to whether or not there's any kind of backup should it fail?
Sure. So the septic system for this particular development, which is 34 lots, is a community septic system. So the community septic system, there's a transmission line from each house, goes to the community septic system, and it functions similar to a individual septic system, although it's enhanced with pretreatment units. It's obviously all of the septic tanks and the pretreatment units in the septic field are sized for 34 lots, not a single lot. And that's reviewed by the county health department. It's reviewed by the state. Permits are issued. And so, again, the function is similar. Also similar in function is that there is a reserve area set aside, and there will be a certified operator for the system, which is obviously different than an individual system. Certified operator is required to operate and maintain the system. They have to submit reports to the state of Michigan on a monthly basis. Those are called DMRs. So there's significant oversight with this type of system, both county health department and the state of Michigan.
Thank you.
Can I ask another question on that, just on the same thing?
Go ahead, sure. I have one more.
Is there any type of pump systems involved in this, or is this all a free flow system? I know like some of them have a pump system that moves it to the central system.
Yeah, and that is in fact this type of system. So it's called a step system, which is septic tank effluent pump. So there will be a septic tank and a pump at each individual home, and those pumps will kick on when necessary.
Move it to probably a 2-inch line
Yep,
to the septic.
exactly.
So similar to what we have across at the preserve.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. Thank
No,
you.
you're fine. That's great. I have not been as familiar with this application over the past many years, and so forgive me if this is naive, but was there any kind of wetland or environmental impact study required?
Yes, they were actually done when the project was initialized in 2017 and redone, I want to say in 2022, because the original wetland delineation had expired.
Okay. And Jennifer, can you speak to the $10,000 check?
Yes, that was, they had agreed to give the Old Town House $10,000. Those monies have been received and put in a separate account to use at a later date for the Old Town House. We thank you for that.
And just for the record, that was not anything to do with me, nor was it negotiated with me. It was the board before us, so thank you.
Any other questions?
No, I'm all set. Just on the thing you said, the reserve, there's an apartment complex on Denton Hill Road, about a half a mile or 3/4 of a mile north of White Lake Road. They have a lake where they treat the stuff and then they pump in it. Is that something that you're gonna have there also?
No, it is not. This is all subsurface.
All right.
That's good.
All right.
Actually, I have to ask one more question, and it's kind of non-related, but it is.
Okay.
Are there tracers with all of your septic sewer lines?
Tracer wire?
Tracer wires
Yes.
located?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I work for Consumers Energy, that's why I asked.
Technical question. All right.
I have just one on, if I may. Do you speak on the bylaws at all. I just had a comment, or for anybody who has, for the others as well, but in one of your sections, you talked about, and thank you for putting in language around fires, right? Because that's been a hot topic, no pun intended, lately. But as we go through the fire ordinance revisitation and whatnot, we hope that you guys will pay very close attention, because this could really impact the co-owners in your community.
Okay, certainly will.
All right, everybody's,
I'm good.
and then I will, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the Oaks of Tyrone final site plan.
Support.
This is a roll call vote.
Is it a roll call? No.
No. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item number 2 is Brad here? Okay, then I guess I can butcher his name, because I don't know how to pronounce this last name. Mikolajczyk. Pardon? Miko Waste.
It's a logic.
Anyway, a request from Brad M. for a Class 1.3G fireworks permit for a wedding.
I see he's already got the approval of the Fenton Fire Department, right?
Correct.
So that's good enough for me. I mean, if anybody else doesn't have any questions, I see that there's a letter in here stating that he already recommends that.
Yeah.
And that the safety radius falls within their property lines.
There it is. Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the fireworks permit for the wedding.
I support it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 3, a request of clerk to attend the Bureau of Elections Conference. That's coming up.
And can you just explain a little bit of that, what you'll gain as far as that?
Updates on everything elections, from tabulators to ballots,
Okay.
any new laws that will be put into place.
So it's,
I mean, if nobody has any other questions or anything,
I
make
think
a
it's,
motion.
I think you have to stay up to date on
Yeah.
elections, and it's ever changing.
All right.
So I'll entertain a motion.
I made a motion.
Oh,
I'll support.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 4, request of the treasurer to attend the Michigan Municipal Treasurers Association Conference.
Well, if I was the clerk, I'd be a little upset. So she goes to
Why?
Lansing and the treasurer gets to go to Shanty Creek? Really?
Exactly.
Yep.
Such a deal. You know
You
how
have to talk to those clerks.
You know how those accounting people are, come on.
So this is for my recertification of my MICPT, Michigan Certified Professional Treasurers. I did earn my 4-year recertification that I will be awarded if I so attend this conference. I am currently, I wanted to let the board know, because we have new members, that I'm currently on the educational committee, and they have also asked me this year to submit my application to be on the board of the directors of MMTA.
That's right. Yeah.
So that will be also voted upon by the members and at the fall conference.
I'll make a motion for the treasurer to attend Michigan Municipal Treasurer Association Conference.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oppose? Motion carries. Item number 5. Historical Society's request to apply for nomination to the State Register of Historic Sites for Historic Town Hall.
Mr. Chairman, if I may speak to this a minute?
Please do.
Before the board enters discussion. I just want to point out that in the packet, the letter that was dated June 26, 1979 is referencing the first application when the building was designated as a historic landmark. And you'll see the names there. Margaret Melville was a part of that process, a big part of that process. And it's signed by Royce Hyde, who was the supervisor at that time. And so when the building moved, and we knew that when it moved, it would lose its historic designation and that we would have to reapply when the project was complete. And so now we're at that point where we're finalizing application for occupancy, and they have a September 15th deadline for application. They only accept applications twice a year. I do want to state on the record, because public comment in the past couple months has insinuated that somehow I should recuse myself from voting on this matter because I've been a part of the community project. And as Dean stated at the beginning of this meeting, a conflict of interest would be if I stand to benefit financially in any way, which I do not. There are several people on this board that are members of the Historical Society who have made donations, supported events, advocated for the building, and so I just wanted to say that before I go further. Margaret Melville, as a representative of the Tyrone Township Historical Society, has requested of this board permission to apply to the state of Michigan on behalf of the township for historic designation and recognition in the State Register of Historic Sites. As I stated earlier, there's significance in Margaret's role as she is the same person who, along with Supervisor Hyde, applied and was awarded historic designation in '79. Since the building has moved to this Runyon Lake Road location, the application process must take place once again in order to reestablish the building's previously held designation. Reapplication for the historic designation has been an anticipated expense. It's no surprise. The year to date, the township has spent $27,241.85 of the budgeted $30,000 for 2025. In addition, the township has recently received the $10,000 donation for future maintenance of the townhouse. The building is owned by the township and resides on township property. Therefore, it is requested that the township cover the $250 application fee. Approval can take up to 1 year. If approval is awarded, the cost of the two-sided plaque, 24 inches wide by 36 inches tall, is a total of $2,860. That pays for the plaques that you see all over the state that are historic designation plaques, and it pays for shipping. And those are state-determined numbers. Margaret has offered to take the lead on preparing and submitting the application on the township's behalf. The township supervisor will have the opportunity to review the drafted application before it is submitted to the state of Michigan. And that's the overview, because I didn't want the board to be surprised by any expenses that may come from that. And I'm open to any questions you may have.
I have a question.
Sure.
I'd like to maybe extend all the board have a chance to review the application, since we'll be paying for it if we approve it.
I don't think the Historical Society nor Margaret Melville would be opposed to that. It's just the timing of getting it submitted by the 15th. I could certainly email it.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking, is just that.
Yeah. Happy to do that.
for 250 or the total?
No, just email the drafted application before it's submitted to the board for review, correct? I'm understanding that correctly?
So we'll have to approve that at the next meeting. If you're gonna have it by the 15th?
I can't hear what you're saying.
I said we're gonna have to have that in by the 15th. We're gonna have to have that approved by the next meeting. So it'll have to go on the agenda to discuss that and approve it. Because we only have September 15th, and what was the other date? Twice a year.
It's November, I believe.
Why would there be a delay? I'm just asking to get a copy of it. I'm not asking for a delay in anything. I'm simply asking to
No,
be
I thought you
informed.
wanted to discuss it as a whole board, Chris, to vote on it. We're not gonna vote tonight on it?
Yes, we are.
Well, we are
Oh.
Yes, we are.
gonna vote on it tonight. I think Chris is just asking to also see the application
Oh.
in drafted form and not just
That's it.
Greg.
Before it's sent, yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
That's all.
All right, sorry, Chris, I misunderstood what you're saying.
Any other questions?
I'll make a motion for the Historical Society request to apply for nomination to the State Register of Historic Sites for Historic Town Hall.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6, propane quote for the Township Hall.
Greg, I looked up, the average cost per propane is anywhere from $1.85 to $2.15, and they're giving it to us for $1.44.
Yeah, it's a.
So I think that's a
And
really
they've been
good.
holding that price for how long, Jennifer? Quite a while,
Yep, a couple years.
couple of years, they've held that price.
Do we have an idea how many gallons we use every year? Do we have that data? Just
I
curious.
mean, we have it, but it's not here at the table, no.
Yeah, we would have.
I don't. I would also like to point out that although the letterhead does not have a local address, they are a local company. They do have a Fenton address,
Yep,
correct?
and Howell.
And a Howell address. So although they aren't local to the township per se, they are local to our area.
Are you talking Hamilton's or Suburban?
Well, Suburban's right across there.
Right.
Right. And we did get a
It's equal
quote
bid.
from them.
It's the same bid, same price.
Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Yes,
I just
please.
want to point out that Hamilton's, we have serviced the township for many years. We are on keep fill basis. We've never had to call and say we're out. They lock in that price. They don't make us pre-purchase. Some people make you pre-purchase. We've had that years prior. We just, whatever we use, that's what we pay. They're good at the billing, getting the bills to us. Of course, we send in the payment. I do know that some people wanted Suburban because they're in Tyrone Township, and I get that.
Yeah.
However, they are a national company. They are not a exclusive Michigan company. Hamilton's have never done us wrong. My personal feeling is, don't fix what's not broken. They've given nothing but excellent customer service over the years. And a very reasonable rate, as Herman's pointed out.
Well, but my question is, on that, they're saying that it's gonna be $1.44 per gallon for 25-26.
Yeah, so
What if it goes down? Is it still gonna be $1.44?
Then they would give us the difference, but no.
We know that for sure.
Yeah, they won't go down. Did you hear Herman? I mean, prices are close to $2.
I know.
I don't see fuel going down, propane going down that much, do you?
Don't know.
You never know.
Well, if it does, I'll call them and ask them.
Yeah, because I'm telling you right now, I'd hate to try to figure out what anything's gonna do.
That's true. That's true.
That was my only question. So they will reduce if that's gonna be the max.
It's not right, I don't have any skin in the game other than, I think their customer service is outstanding, and they
Well,
have
what
not done
Because
us wrong.
there's some companies that we'll give it to you for 2 years, but that is what it is for 2 years. If it goes down,
Right.
then you're still paying this.
Right, and I did talk to Mike, I can't think of his name, from Suburban, came in today to talk to me, and next year they're gonna do a 3-year rate, and try to get us a more competitive rate. First we'll ask Hamilton to do the same 3-year rate, and then we'll have more apples to apples to compare. I do prefer Hamilton's because it's a Michigan-owned.
These are the rates for
Yes.
those years?
Yep. So on an average,
Wow.
129, 179, 149, yeah. So 229 during COVID,
Right.
so, but everybody was up, right? I do like the Michigan, having a Michigan place, Suburban. I don't have any, I mean, they're a good local company and they are Tyrone Township, so whatever the board decides.
All right, well, entertain a motion.
Make a motion to go with Hamilton's. We've used them and she's satisfied and she has to work with them on a daily basis, so I suggest that.
Support.
There's a motion and a support to have Hamilton's provide the township with propane. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The motion carries. All right. Number 7, authorization to request bids for the installation of the fire drywall. The reason this is back on, because this was approved.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Right.
But this was a different one.
No.
Same one. Okay.
3 years ago.
What happened is, when I got in office, I found out we did not have a signed easement agreement with the property owners.
No problem.
So is Dave here?
Phil is here. Not David, Phil is here.
Oh, Phil. Anyway, we didn't have the agreement, and I worked with David Walker to get that taken care of. And once we got that done, we went back to Lehman, who was the winning bidder, and he said, I can't honor that proposal anymore. And it was well over a year old, so we got a hold of Phil and said, hey,
Let's try it again.
is the bid pack still good? Let's send it back out again. So that's why this is here, guys.
And Phil is, Phil?
Phil Westmore? Where you at, Phil? There you are. All right.
Oh, he's our engineer.
Yeah, he's the
Yes.
engineer.
Good, we have questions.
All right. Any other questions, or?
I
no?
do,
Oh,
yeah, I
I'm sorry.
definitely have a couple of questions. So this new property then at the corner of Denton Hill and Alcoy, Drive is owned by who?
David and Barbara Walker.
Okay. So that's the same land
Same
as it
location.
was? Oh, same location as it
Yep.
was, sorry, I don't have.
Oh, yeah, that hasn't changed. We
Okay.
just didn't have the document signed.
And my understanding was the engineering of the piping for this well seemed to be potentially excessive. I'm not an engineer, so don't
Come up and,
quote me, but I'm curious to know as to, at least to hear in layman's term, the specifications from engineering people that I've talked to about the cost and the potential, maybe unnecessary thickness of that piping and stuff like that. Can you address that at all?
Well, there's no, you have a 4-inch diameter test well that they're gonna do, or excuse me, 2-inch diameter test well that they're gonna do, and then they're gonna install an 8-inch well. And we use the same specs they used in, Oakland County and some of the fire wells they've done over there. We wanna make sure we have a large enough well to produce a significant amount of water for the fire trucks when they're there. So it's pretty standard to use a large diameter well. There's no piping whatsoever. There's a well and a hydrant, and it's only a few feet apart. So we just have some pipe that runs to that hydrant so they can hook up to it, and that's it.
Is there, and the pumping happens from the trucks, is that?
No, there's a well, there's a pump in the
Okay.
well that produces it. They fill the trucks using that
Okay.
pump.
All right, and I did read that there's electricity and all that other stuff here. So you're following, though, the engineering requirements that we're working for Oakland County, some sites in Oakland County and others. And have you gotten any feedback from bidders in the past when this went through about that equipment being, I mean?
No,
it
it's
was
just a
quite
little larger
inexpensive.
diameter casing
Okay.
that they're gonna use. Again, we wanna make sure that we can pull enough water, whatever their
course.
demand is,
Right.
that we can get it out of there.
Okay.
I just have one question. Underground power supply from nearest pole or ground-mounted transformer shall be provided by contractor. I'm assuming that means they're gonna contact Consumers Energy or whoever the local power company is.
Yes, it's,
And they're gonna pay them to come do the proper underground to their control box.
they'll put it in their bid, yes,
Okay,
to
that's
bring it
already
there.
part of their bid.
Yes, we've been in contact with consumers for a while. They know it's coming. We need a contractor on board because they have to get a measurement from the pumps that they're going to use so they can make sure they supply what they need. But, so they're aware it's coming. We just haven't gotten to that step yet.
So we have no clue what that cost is yet.
It's not significant in comparison to the well. It'll be in their bid. It's not too
Have you
bad.
looked at the cost of it? Because I'm telling you, if it was bid was 2 years ago, it's significantly more now.
Yeah,
Not a little
could-
more,
Could be,
significantly
yes.
more.
But it's in the contractor's bid, whatever it's
It'll
going
be
to
included
cost.
when we get our final. Okay.
And are there, in light of the fact that the original specs were done a number of years ago, is there any effort to be able to relook at those specs for any changes in material and/or engineering and/or, I'm not saying pumps and pipes are really complicated, I'm not trying to
Yeah.
suggest that, but I do
We
know.
can, but it really, I mean, pipe has not changed in decades. We're using PVC pipe. It's industry standard stuff. There's been no changes there. So the pumps will be sized to get the flow out that they can get out based on the test well. They'll run the test well, they'll see what it's capable of. They'll size the pump accordingly for everything. So there's really not a ton of opportunity at this point. There's not a lot to it. I mean, this is really simple. It's a well, a little bit of pipe and a hydrant with a control panel and an electrical panel. So it's still, all that stuff has not changed from an industry standard for years, many years.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Is it fair to say that material-wise, we're probably, that's not where the cost increase, it's really labor?
Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
a safe,
There's a little bit. I mean, PVC pipe is more expensive now, but
Yeah.
it's labor.
It's labor.
Most of the cost of this is, a big chunk of it is labor. The control panel is a fairly expensive, but there's a lot of labor to this
Yeah.
for the drilling.
One last final question, not for you, thank you for that. But Greg, I don't see the financials in here or for the obligation to the township. I know this is the bid package that is going to get sent out to people to bid on, but what's our financial obligation as a township to this property, to this installation outside of the installation costs to get the pumping up and running? Do we have a lease cost or for the property, or do we have anything that we're required to pay in addition? That's what I just
there
didn't see. in
there
this
is a
package.
lease cost, $1 per year.
Okay. I don't know if we
I
can
don't know,
cover
that's
that.
So, but as far as the well itself, that's on us.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And the reason we're really doing it is because that area of the township has a very, very high insurance rating because of the fire service.
Sure, and I'm not
I
questioning.
mean, very high.
I'm
like-
not questioning any of that. I'm just wondering what, because it was not in here, any financial obligation to the township. You know, this is the time to talk about it when we're trying to re-engage with the bids and stuff like that.
Yeah. Wasn't the last one that the former board approved, wasn't it? I believe it was in the 60s.
Was it 75? I was thinking 75. 80?
And Phil, do you know if this includes, and I didn't see it, and I could have missed it, I apologize if I did, but a maintenance schedule after the installation?
It does not. That would be on the township, as would any electricity for running the pumps.
Okay,
That would be.
electricity, and a plan to have it checked out maybe annually or other?
Yeah, you will have to operate it fairly routinely just to keep it moving. That's probably something you could work with the fire department on, because they probably would be the one that would operate it for you. You're not gonna, I mean, you're gonna be a while before you experience significant maintenance on those pumps. They're typically 20-plus years, depends on how often you run them. And the electrical systems exceed that. So you'll have some maintenance there, you'll have electricity use, but it won't be, significant for many, many years.
Okay, thanks. And property maintenance, do we have to keep it mowed? That go into the process of anything else? I'm just curious, because I'm thinking the whole package. I don't want to represent this as just a bid going out to put a well in, but then there's all this other stuff we have to do, even if it's cheap to lease the property for $1. That's a great deal. Not opposed to that at all.
Pull it out from 2 and have them mow it. $2.
I don't think we have anything to mow.
I don't know. I don't know how much
I
property
think what they
is.
do is it's either gravel or
Should be.
concrete.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
concrete or,
assuming it'll have some kind of a fencing system around it.
yeah, they.
Nope.
No
I don't
fencing?
believe there's any fence, because the panels are locked and sealed, you can't get in them. If you were serious enough to break into a panel, a fence is not gonna slow you down. There's really nothing really above ground other than that and the hydrant. So there's a culvert across the ditch, so the fire department can get to the hydrant without having to go through the ditch. The county.
How far off the road is it? Scheduled,
100 feet.
No, it's like the hydrant is within the right of way, and it's a 33-foot
Yeah.
right of way, so it's probably 10 to 12 foot off the road. It's at the back side of the ditch. We didn't want to have to make them walk too far. They do have to walk up to the panel to turn it on.
Yeah.
That might be the only thing you want to mow is a path to the panel, so they don't have to walk through the weeds, but it's not going to stop
Well,
them.
the hydrant area is supposed to be maintained also.
The hydrant area should be mowed around as well
Correct.
while you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I probably, based on the fact it's on a corner, I'd probably like to see some type of protection poles put in to protect the hydrant.
It's far enough back that you should be okay. It's not to say it won't ever get hit, but there's utility poles on the corner that
they'll
protect
take
it,
it
and, yes. Yes.
Enough said. Okay. So you'll collect the bids and then you'll submit the list to the township, okay?
Phil, where and how do the bids get posted for something like this?
We are doing this, not, as an official bid posting. We are calling contractors and asking them to submit a price quote for the work.
Why is that?
So it's cheaper and faster than having to put together a bid package, advertise it, and go through all of that.
Wouldn't we get a better price, though?
Not necessarily. There's some latitude in here for them to select some things that they want to use. And so that makes it a little bit easier and a little bit cheaper. You could do a formal bid pack, but it'll add to the cost, because then you're putting in things like bonds and different contract requirements that will add to the cost of the project, so.
But wouldn't those things be important to protect us?
You need insurances, they're required to provide that. Bonds, once the project, we're not gonna pay them until the project is done, so once it's done and it's satisfied, they're good to go.
My biggest concern on that is that we're gonna have two bids go out to two people that we think can do the job, and bidders that maybe we should at least have 5 or 6, maybe not 20, I get it, but, it seems a bit unreasonable to only to handpick the people we want to send it to and not have it available to other people that would like to bid.
Well, we can put it on the
fairness.
website that we're accepting
We
bids.
can certainly post it.
Contact
We call everybody. Last time, we had a very difficult time getting 2 bids. We begged people to bid this, and called pretty much anybody we could find that does wells and tried to get them. Now, that was a couple years ago. Work was a little more plentiful then. They had plenty on their plates. It's not quite as bad now. So we're hoping we get a little better response, but I mean, we will literally call anybody in this, everybody in this area and say, hey, are you interested? Can we email you this package? And go from there.
Okay, that's a lot different than just to a small or limited people. If you're gonna call everybody in this area, I know there's probably 8 or 10 at least well drilling companies that could
Yeah,
be
we'll
included.
call everybody that we can get on Google
Okay.
to try and get a bid and as many as we can. Like I say, last time, we really struggled to get to 2.
Can you do us a favor? When you present the bids back to us, can you give us the list of everybody you sent it to?
Oh, yeah.
We can make sure everybody know, hey, this is everything
we
we
will-
sent it to. So if somebody says, I didn't get that, we go, well, you're on the list and we're pretty sure.
We will
sent it.
show you everybody that we contacted. We will show you everybody that bid it, what their prices were, their bid packages.
What would be the typical time frame? I mean, it may not be your knowledge, but what would time frame be to expect to give, to have bids come in on this? Just curious.
My recommendation for something like this would be 30 days.
Okay.
Get them the bid pack, give them 30 days, so they can make sure they contact everybody and they're not taking a guess at a few things.
Well, I know sometimes if you request them too quick, you end up exactly that. They want to try to get something in, so they end up, we want to make sure they have enough time, because it is quite extensive, because even getting quotes back from consumers, it's not going to be fast.
Correct.
And consumers is involved in here.
Yes, yeah.
So.
And you're talking underground, and you're
Right,
talking 3-phase,
right.
you're not talking something.
Right. Right. Well, I hope we get at least, I'm with Chris, I hope we get at least 3. I mean, you only had 2 last time?
Yeah, we only had
Oh,
2, and we had to literally beg one of them to submit it, and they submitted a price that was clear they did
Yeah,
not want the
well,
project.
That's
so,
what happens.
They
Yes.
overbid it so they could get something.
Yeah, basically, we really struggled to get somebody to bid this.
All right.
I know, I personally, I have a well I need to replace in Washtenaw County at my residence, and I've called probably 25 well drillers, and I got a price from 2 of them for that. So it is challenging to get these guys to do this.
But if we can post it, John, on
Yeah,
the
we will.
website too.
For the local.
We'll throw it on the website at least.
And then we can get the community also out, if they've had experience working with well diggers in the area, then point them to the website when we get that posted, and that's a good way to communicate.
We'll put Phil's name and number on there.
Well, we should put it to a vote to the board.
Oh, to put it on
Vote to
the
put it on the website,
website,
yes.
okay.
So someone has to make a motion.
I'll make a motion to put the bid and bid information, timing, schedule, and all that information on the website, on the township website, so that people can see it and find it easily.
So, let me understand this. This is a motion to accept authorization to request bids for the installation of the dry well.
No, that's not what we're talking
No,
about.
the motion was just to, that when we
I
accept
said
it.
we have to vote
think
on
we
it
should
to put
probably
it on the
accept it
website.
first.
Well, I think we gotta do this.
Yes.
How about we do
I think
this
Putting the cart
first,
before the
and then
horse.
we put a rider on it?
I think if we do this, if we're authorizing the bid, we can put it out any way we want. I don't think we have to
Exactly.
approve where we put it, just however we want it.
Right.
But I think you're right, we need to have a vote on it.
I need to know.
I make a motion, we
I'll suspend my
authorize
emotion
Yeah.
until we approve the authorization.
to send this out for request for bids for the installing of the dry
We got
well.
a second?
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now, do we want to attach a
Do we need to?
rider to this, or?
Yes, you,
Sure,
Chris had a motion.
Yep.
I'll re-motion to put the bid packet information, timing, and schedule on the township website and to communicate to us when it gets out there
Yeah.
so that we know how to get the word out.
And then board members and residents can direct their favorite well driller to the website. to bid
Exactly.
it.
Spicers.
Or-
Not takers. We're not
Spicer,
accepting
yeah.
bids.
Not us,
We're
but I
not
mean,
accepting.
they can get the bid pack from.
I support.
Second? Oh, we did.
Dean
All in
just-
favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Phil.
Thank you.
Item number 8. Appointments to the Zoning Board of Appeals. All right, first up is Richard Erickson. He's currently the chair. He has asked me, he does not want to be on the planning commission. He has family obligations, but he did, him and I did talk, and he said he could commit the time to the ZBA. So I'm going to recommend that we reappoint Richard Erickson to the Zoning Board of Appeals and to continue serving as their chair.
So moved.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Greg,
Yes.
just on a side note, we need to sit down and talk about the second one too. On the side.
Let me,
I just, when you get,
Yeah.
I just want to tell you, I have some information.
I could not get a hold of Joe. I tried. I believe, my understanding is he has some medical things going on. And so my recommendation there is to appoint Zach Tucker to fill his role on the ZBA and also serve as the PC, the Planning Commission ex officio.
So moved.
Second.
Support.
All in favor?
Thank you.
Aye.
All opposed?
No.
No,
Motion carries. Tim's,
Who did the motion?
I made the
Jennifer.
motion.
And Herm seconded.
And one nay.
Two.
2 nays.
Who was the two nays?
Dean and Chris.
I have a question too, Mr. Chairman. Is it the board's authority to appoint the ex officio from the planning commission to the ZBA, or is that a planning commission function?
No, that's us.
Okay, I know we make the appointment by vote,
Yeah.
but the ex officio, I wasn't sure.
Chuck, do you have an interpretation of that?
I would have to look at the statute, and I don't have it with me.
Would you be willing to do that and get
Absolutely.
back with us?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Talked with Tim Scarberry. He is also up for reappointment, and I recommend to the board that we reappoint Tim to the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Support.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And then Chet Schultz, he is up as the alternate. I recommend that we reappoint him as well.
So
Does he
moved.
live in the township?
Yeah.
Hogan Road.
I didn't.
Yeah. So there's a motion and support to,
Who supported? I only got a motion. I
I'll
made the motion.
support.
Okay.
So Jennifer made the motion, Pam supported.
all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. That takes care of the Zoning Board of Appeals. Moving on to the Planning Commission. I am recommending that we appoint Rob Bradford to fill Richard Erickson's vacancy. I had 9 applications. I interviewed with Ross and Jennifer and Pam. I interviewed 5 of them, the top candidates. And I've selected Rob Bradford as the top one of that group.
Can we ask why?
Well, he's served as the police chief for the city of Brighton, and he wrote PC plans for them during his tenure there. And he is currently the deputy police chief at Green Oak Township. He has board experience interfacing with the planning commission. And I felt his...
See any other interfaces with the township?
Pardon?
Any other interfaces with the township? I've never heard of him. I'm asking where he came from, where's, what his support is, what involvement the community's had.
He's been in the township for 12 years. And he's an active member on several boards.
In Brighton and Green Oaks, and but nothing in Tyrone Township.
Nothing in Tyrone, no.
And you said he wrote zoning plans, is that what you
Well,
said?
he wrote safety plans and interfaced with the planning commission.
Okay, but
The city.
doesn't have any planning commission experience, so, okay.
He has not been on a planning commission, no. So, like I say, I recommend Rob Bradford, and I'm looking for a motion of support.
Support.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
No.
No,
Motion carries. I labored over this for a while and come to the conclusion that reappointing Kevin Ross was the best thing to do.
Oh, my God. Wow.
He is probably the second best, if not the best, person on that board. He's been excellent at what he does.
No, he isn't.
Hey!
When he shows up. Yeah, that's it.
Quiet, or I will ask you to leave. So I'm looking for a motion of support.
I'd like
I'd like to have a
Kevin
conversation
Ross?
about this.
I'd like to have a conversation about it as well. So you're willing to put the reputation of this township in the hands of somebody who completely is disgusting on social media toward township officials and residents. That's okay with you? I'm just double checking, because that's what you're saying by nominating him again.
I can't believe you're saying that to me.
Why?
I can't. I support it. I think what he did was
I
unacceptable.
can't
just-
believe you're saying that to me.
Respond to it. Say yes or no.
Mr. Chairman,
Look in the mirror. My meeting, and I am telling you, I recommend Kevin Ross for the planning commission. I'm looking for support.
Who got to you?
I support it.
Do I got a second?
Wow.
I got a second.
Let's hear Sarah.
I'll support.
Oh, of course she does. Yeah.
Hey,
Very good.
Just do your meeting and be
Yeah.
quiet.
you be quiet. You're damn right it's my meeting.
Yeah, you're right.
All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
All opposed?
No.
Motion carries.
Wow.
I need to recess for 5 minutes, and then we'll come back for the final public remarks.
Do we need a motion and support?
Please.
Yes.
I support it. I make a motion to recess.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye. Nay. I'm opposed.
Sarah and Herb? Yeah. Did you make the first, did you make the motion?
I
Okay.
second.
In addition to that old board member, last body, she's working that way.
But I guess they don't, yeah, they laugh.
Hang their head and walk away.
Maybe you should look at the size of your own butts. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
And Zach Tucker on the board said she wanted to bullshit. Well, anybody else want to say something, let me know, I'm not turning
Thanks, Hartman, for your support.
Everyone here is just fine with Kevin Moss, because I'm the one that he came up behind. Yeah, but apparently Grapevine sends me a letter today that tells me that it's my fault, that I was harassing Kevin Moss, and he's not gonna do anything about it. So what he did, and then he sent that email to Kevin Moss, sent it to Kevin Moss, basically saying, it's okay to do this to women. And all the men in this room that are standing up for this, including some on the board, and the women on the board, we've got Clerk Ann Hoffler, we've got Jennifer Eden, treasurer, we've got Sarah Gollinger, who laughed on him while he was coming up behind me. Referring Ferguson, who laughed also, all on video. We've got Ray Barnes, who was interviewed by the deputy, and I said he didn't even see him. Come up behind him like that, and I've got it on video. So this is what we've got on video in Tyrone Township. He's the best though. He's the best. He's the best. He's the best. Tomorrow, application where he made a stupid recommendation for why we should deny it. Not even a reason for denying it. And that's what brought us to the lawsuit over medical. So there you go. Yes. And let's not forget,
I've learned a lot. I love, you know, like I said, I remember Dave Louise and all.
And they were ready to issue an apology but having issued an apology to me, for what Kevin Moss said, having issued an apology for what he said.
No, no. That's really nice. Thanks. Somebody I hope enjoys it.
Mention it, or?
I'll give it to him.
Yeah, we can just mention that.
He's coaching flag football.
Who is?
Mitchell.
Oh, cool.
So I'll give it to him.
Oh, I saw her pictures.
Oh, look at that. How'd you get such a cute grandson?
I adopted it. Cool.
All right. I think we're ready to call the meeting back to order.
Make a motion.
I need a motion to call the meeting back to order.
Make a motion to call the meeting back to order.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
I'd like to point out that Dean Hodge is no longer with us.
Doesn't mean he's dead, by the way.
I mean, at the board table.
Thanks for that clarification, guys. Anyway, moving on to our second public remarks. Sure thing, Becky.
Permission to hand out information to the board. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You guys don't need this because you've got it. There you go.
Thank you.
I'm here tonight because I will not stay quiet about the disgraceful behavior of Planning Commissioner Kevin Ross and the silence from Supervisor Greg Carnes. At the July 15 meeting, Kevin Ross body shamed me, agreeing my ass was big.
No, you're done. You're done.
Oh, I'm not done.
Yeah, you are.
And also another resident
already
needs
answered this.
to drink
You're done.
bleach.
You're done.
That's harassment.
Back to your seat.
That's bullying, and that's a threat. No one should feel unsafe or demeaned at a public meeting. Last of all, by an appointed official. And right now, I do not feel safe in this township when people like this are sitting on your board. I filed a complaint with Supervisor Carnes over a month ago.
There's no grounds for that, Greg.
I followed up with 7 unanswered emails to Mr. Carnes.
What is this a call to the public right now?
Yes.
So it's not prior business, it's call to the public?
Yes.
So she has 3 minutes.
It's called the First Amendment.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Since you disrupted me, you can restart your clock.
Yep, restart the clock. Give her time back.
You're gonna ignore like the 7 emails?
I answered her email.
Since you disrupted me, restart your clock.
Didn't we answer her email?
Oh yeah, Chuck answered it. You mean you didn't answer it? 7 disregarded emails to you, Mr. Carnes. 7. Funny, you answered me today. Today. I finally got a response. And somehow this behavior from Kevin Ross is apparently acceptable, especially since you just reappointed him to the Planning Commission. That's not a cover-up. That's not leadership, or that's a cover-up. That's not leadership. And it's not just Carnes. Pam and Jennifer have been copied on these emails from the beginning. That's why I didn't give you this information. I gave the other 3 board members the email that Greg Carnes sent me today, along with proof that Kevin Ross was commenting about the size of my ass in text message. Oh, you don't care?
I don't, because he didn't
Good
make
for
that
you.
comment.
But he did make the freaking comment. Now let's talk about accountability. How does Kevin Ross' wife even hold her head up in this community, knowing her husband behaves like this? If my spouse sat on this board and body shamed women, you can turn.
On your 3 minutes. So
Bullshit!
Thank
You
you.
restart that clock because you interrupted me.
Your 3 minutes
Greg.
is over.
Sheriff?
I don't have a say on that.
He needs to restart it.
Your 3 minutes is up.
You interrupted me.
This is BS, Greg.
You interrupted me for over a minute.
I am, because it's unreasonable what you're asking.
He interrupted me. He interrupted me. I didn't get my 3 minutes because he spent a minute of it
My
talking.
ears are ringing, okay? Honestly, you don't have to scream at us.
I think we need to
No.
adjourn the meeting.
So you
Unbelievable.
So it's okay for you to interrupt me?
I
in
make
my
a motion
3
to
minutes?
adjourn.
Yep. adjourn the
Talk
meeting.
about my ass again. Talk about my ass again.
Don,
No way.
wrap it up.
We get our.
I make a motion to
Okay, that's what Mr. Cunningham did before. You guys want to do that?
Is this
The
important
public
to the
has a
board?
right to speak.
Is this important to the board?
Yes,
Yes, it
the
is.
public has a right to speak.
Conduct is out of control.
You know what, we have a policy, a conduct policy,
Really?
it's not
Oh,
being
Kevin
followed.
Ross
That's
is
because
talking
he's
about my
interrupting
ass.
No,
every
That's
she's yelling, I'm not gonna stay here and have anybody yell at me, I'm not, just like.
I made a motion. I made a motion to adjourn.
Then
Do I have a
talk,
second?
talk, don't yell at
Then
us.
stop
Talk,
yelling at us.
I am not.
Oh, yeah, you are. Herman.
No.
Herman, did you second the motion?
Yeah, Herman's the one.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carried, we're adjourned.
Yep.
Thanks, chickens.
Yeah.
Nobody can cut him.
No guys. No guys.
What do you got?
Okay, anybody wants to make a public comment, I am still live streaming.
Well, they got, what, 10 minutes to leave?
Oh, yeah.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Greg.
am.
Resign.
I am,
And Sarah too.
I am totally ashamed of myself.
Oh, it's funny, so funny, isn't it?
Yep, can't talk at the day comment, you won't answer at the meetings, you go to the office, you disrespect everybody, you can't give an answer at the office, that's government, that's transparency, that's not what we voted for.
Since you're talking,
Hey, the meeting's over and you guys have
You
a
know what, Scott, we don't want to
quorum.
hear.
Break it up. The meeting's over, you're in a quorum, break it up. The meeting's over, you're in a quorum, break it up.
That's funny, we heard from your best friend that, your ex-best friend, actually.
you know what, come on.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Scott?
Don't get it.
What are you gonna do?
How many minutes?
Say what you gotta say.
Come on, Nick. You know a website?
Oh, right here.
You know a website?
What?
You know
What do you want? I'm trying to, what do you want?
You know the website called
What do you want? What do you want?
You know the.
Get out of my face!
What do you think
You are bullying.
You know the website for parents, step parents? I'm gonna post what you.
Fuck you, Scott! Fuck you, Scott!
How about the chief?
Fuck you! Fuck you! No, you're all over, you stupid asshole.
You're saying I've been through two things.
Yes, you have!
You are such a hypocrite.
You have!
Bullshit.
Way to go, ladies. Way to go.
Is this your door?
I want you out of here because I don't want you in the closet.
People need light to get out. That I don't have, I don't know how the system works, unfortunately. Yeah. To be able to do that, so I apologize for that.
It's all right.
Yeah, under normal circumstances, I would absolutely.
It wouldn't have been so exciting at the end, and I understand the tensions
run high on both sides.
They do. They do.
I just was hoping that I could
Yeah,
turn the TV on and plug in.
Yeah, I apologize.
That's all right.
They, you know, if I knew how their system worked and what's interactable,
I know how it works, I just didn't want to.
Yeah, I
Are
apologize.
they, like, if I came in noon tomorrow, would there be someone that maybe?
Yeah, they have an office full of people, and then the clerk or the Terry the door should know how to, or Pam, the clerk.
Sure.
Definitely, they should be able to at least, you know, give you that access.
I just, no, I get it, I just gotta give this presentation, like plug in, but it's like turn sideways and nothing's right.